Today is all about calling out politicians. Hello and welcome back to my channel. On this episode of Gross Republicans, we are going to talk about all the things that are wrong with Madison Cawthorn. You know who I'm talking about. I never pronounce last names correctly. Welcome to dyslexia. Alright, so Madison here is a Republican from the lovely state of North Carolina. We've already talked about all the crappy things going on in North Carolina right now, but there are so many things wrong with him, and he is a darling of the Republican Party. And we are just going to list them off and talk about them and why they're absolutely gross. No particular order, because they're all, in my opinion, equally disgusting. So let's jump into the first one. On his bucket list of his things that he wants to do, he wants to visit... I don't know how to say this without getting... How do I say... Smittler's home. Yeah, he wants to go there and make a pilgrimage to the lead smotsy. So, please, by all means, explain to me why you would vote for a man whose life goal is to go visit a smotsy's house. The lead smotsy. The smotsy responsible for the, genocide of 6 million people. To me, that is a huge red flag. Why are we supporting this man? Why did we put someone who, likes smotsies into Congress? That, to me, is extremely alarming and should disqualify him alone. But there's more. He is a liar for advantage. And this one isn't as bad as the one we're going to mention. So between this one and the other one, yeah, it's not as bad. But he lied about getting into the Naval Academy. He said that he got into the Naval Academy and that he had to give that up after he got into his car accident. But the Naval Academy has stated that he was actually rejected before his accident that put him in his wheelchair. This is something, in my opinion, that is stupid to lie about. You didn't get in, big deal. But he also has other business dealings that seem to be shell companies and fronts and are not successful. So he has a history of repeated lies and unsuccess, and trying to prop that up as actual success. So it is a giant con and a giant grift, and that bothers me because we have enough grifters and con men within the Republican Party. We do not need to be propping up a person that supports smotsies while grifting. And it gets worse. He actually was in school for one semester at a college in North Carolina. And that college, the girls got together and passed around this thing saying, do not be alone with him because he is a predator. He is known for being a predator. He had terrible grades and he was a predator. So please tell me why he is a darling of the Republican Party. This man is literally a person who has going to the lead smotsy's house on his bucket list, lies and cons constantly, and has a history of being a predator towards women. Why are we propping that up? Why are we putting that into Congress and being like, this is the model for the Republican Party? I wouldn't be alone with Madison Cawthorn. I wouldn't let my friends be alone with Madison Cawthorn. I would not allow my daughters anywhere near him. If I had daughters, I wouldn't allow them near him ever because I would be concerned for their safety. And this was long before anyone says, when they started trying to take down his political career. No, the allegations against him stem all the way back when he was in college. The letter that was written while he was in college. They had no idea he'd be running for political office. They had no clue what his future held for him. He was being a predator, and they were concerned. This is not a man we should be propping up within Congress. This is not a man who should be a darling of the Republican Party. You need to vote him out in 2 years because this is dangerous. His rhetoric is dangerous. His thoughts are dangerous. His behavior towards women is predatory and dangerous. And he absolutely should not be in a seat of power and not a darling of the Republican Party. Does the Republican Party just not care anymore? Do they just not care? Someone please explain to me how this man is a darling of the Republican Party. Please. Please. Alright, guys. I will see you later.